Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a stock that looks like it wants to double in value within the next few weeks and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video right after the intro. Right off the bat, okay, so we have the SPY. The futures market is currently not open, so we're just gonna go right to the point. The stock that is on the thumbnail that all of you are looking at is NNDM, all right? And NNDM had a pretty monstrous 3 weeks. There was a bullish harami here. I told all of you to go long. I've covered this thing a few times now when we were at around $7, and then another time when we were at around $9. And I covered it again in yesterday's video telling y'all that I wouldn't short this thing, that this is a long-term play. And for all of you long-term investors out there, I'm sure you'll love to hear this. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this one from a different perspective is because of the weekly chart. Actually, no, it's because of the monthly chart. Yeah. And what I want y'all to pay attention to is this. If you look at what happened throughout the previous years, right? The stock have been falling and falling and falling. And if you look over here, there's nobody. Literally, like barely anybody here at this party. But now, since May, a lot of people started paying attention to this. And the volume is just growing and growing. There's a lot of hype going on with this stock. And honestly, I think that this is the very beginning of a huge move. Right now, we currently are at $15 after hours, right? And I think this thing can easily go to $30, maybe even $35 before we see some type of pullback. Like best case scenario, we see a little bit of a pullback and then we see a run within the next 2 weeks towards 25 or even 30. Or we just start going sideways over here on the chart and then we go up even further later on after earnings. That's the worst case scenario. But as of right now, looking at this from a short seller's perspective, I'm not gonna get in the front of that. I'm still long on this thing, and I'm still long on this thing, and my thoughts and opinions are not changing about this stock. All right, so definitely keep this one on your watch list. One more thing that I want to mention about this one is it reminds me of especially the monthly chart. The monthly chart reminds me of the weekly chart of PEIX, which is right over here. All right, as you can see, nothing here, nobody's interested, and then suddenly everybody likes it and the volume is up. So as of right now, we are right here in regards to NNDM, and I do expect this move to follow through within the next few weeks. Now, this is from the chartist perspective. Now, for all of you who have no clue what NNDM actually does or what this company is about, and you're clueless on whether you want to invest in this company long term, what you can do in your spare time is to go on here. This is the website, all right? All of the products are featured on here. And if you want to watch a very cool video about their products, you can just scroll down and you can see it right here. But as a long-term investor, again, this is something that I almost never do because I trade based off of the charts only, right? So again, as a long-term investor, what you really want to focus on is the financial information because you want to make sure that the company is financially growing, and they're showing that in their periodic reports, which are right over here. And what you can do is to click on one of these reports, and then the main thing to really focus on is these two first paragraphs over here. This is the expectations that the CFO has right in this paragraph in regards to their product and their expectations. And then the same expectations apply. Well, not the same expectations. The expectations of the CEO is in this paragraph right over here, right? So you can read that on your spare time. And then what you can do is scroll down all the way down to the bottom to the tables and compare exactly how the company is growing compared to last year. So this is Q3 for 2020. This is how they did. All of the numbers are in here compared to last year. As you can see, they're kind of growing, all right? They're actually growing over here. So again, do this in your spare time. and then make your own decisions based off of your own research and dig even more on what this company has to offer. Again, this is for the complete beginners who have no clue how to dig into any company and their financials. All right, so that is for that stock. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be talking about today, that stock is Billy. And Billy is actually squeezing shorts. I featured this one. I think it was on Friday, right? And this is not good. This is not good for short sellers. It's not good for short sellers. Okay. Right out the gates, it immediately started going up and it didn't stop. Again, there was so much money flowing into the market, and then the majority of short sellers got destroyed. So, in regards to what I think about the stock right now, I think it's gonna go higher. Personally, all of the short sellers from the 19 cut losses. I'm pretty sure, I hope they cut losses, right? I hope they did, because if they didn't, this is not good. They could get squeezed out of their positions next week. And if they do, then the stock is gonna rally all the way up to probably like 147, maybe even 150. All right. So keep this one on your watches for sure. Personally, I'm interested in this. Like, this is my main focus right now. Eventually it's gonna give out. Eventually, like, this thing has to go very, very parabolic, and it's okay to make money on both, in both directions, right? Because you know that they're short sellers, you're gonna get squeezed. So yeah, it's perfectly fine to play this to the upside, but just keep in mind that there are short sellers again. We're trying to get back in and trying to bring the stock down. All right, so as of right now, I think we're gonna go up even higher to like 150, to the 150s for sure. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about in this video, we're going to be talking about IBM. And IBM actually got destroyed. Again, this, for all of you who are new to the channel, this is the reason why I do not condone holding through earnings. All right, it's 150% gambling, completely unpredictable, and as soon as it failed, it just flushed all the way down. All right, and it stayed down throughout the entire day. Now, the main question for us is this thing good for a dip buy? Is it good for a dip buy yet? And honestly, I would love to see this thing drop lower. I want to see it at 115, maybe even 112. Just anywhere over here would be nice before I consider scooping this up for the ultimate dip buying opportunity all the way back up to like 125 within the next month. It's gonna take a while for this thing to recover, so definitely apply patience to this thing and just wait for the dust to settle. All right. This is not good for the stock. It's really not good. So just be careful if you're trying to catch the falling knife. I would say apply patience, but again, I'm not your financial advisor. And do your own research before you take these trades. Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about in this video is Netflix. Let's talk about Netflix. Um, Netflix, again, crushed earnings. People made a lot of money, right? And then they kind of pulled back a little bit. It pulled back a little bit, and honestly, it's looking pretty terrible after hours, but I don't think it could drop down that much further. I don't see this thing dropping below 550. I think we're gonna hold 550, and then we're gonna go sideways for a very, very, very long time. Like, maybe not that long, but I think we're gonna go sideways for a few days before we go and try to reach new highs over here. All right, the crushed earnings, and usually these types of move have a follow through. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure within the next few days, because it could recover. And I'm pretty sure a lot of shorts got in here. I'm pretty sure. All right. So watch this thing for a short squeeze. I'm not shorting this thing. I'm really not. I'm waiting for this thing to just go sideways, because short sellers like myself hate consolidation. We don't like it. We just want stocks to fall right down. All right. So I'm on the sidelines right now, just chilling, just watching this thing, just to see how it plays out. Eventually, I will make another video and cover this one for in the future. All right. in the future. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Sunday, every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to the investing world, you are new to trading and would like to get started, I'll have some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with WiLL. Use my very first link in the description below. And 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow's video. All right, have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the outro.